Alright, and we are back for another battle video here. Today we're going to be doing some more games with the Moltres team. Since we did some extra games with both Zapdos and Articuno, thought it would make sense to do some more with this one as well, since I really liked it and how it performed the first few games we had with it. So we're going to see how it does on the ranked ladder. And I am hopefully going to have a new team guide video up tomorrow on, I'm thinking either another Trick Room team that uses the new Ice Horse or a Rain team that uses regular Zapdos. So that'll be interesting to see. Alright, so our opponent here, this is interesting. They actually have the Ghost Horse and regular Moltres. I have not seen a regular Moltres on ladder before. Raichu, Urshifu. Yeah, interesting team choice. I think we're gonna lead with Moltres and Raichu. And then, let's see. I think we want Metagross and Tapu Fini as well. I think that lines up nicely. Yeah, but our opponent's got a super interesting team here, for sure. Curious to see what they chose to lead with. Alright, Dragonite and Raichu. So that's fine. That's actually fine. Raichu has Air Balloon. I do not care about that. Oh, I still didn't give this Moltres Protect though. I should really do that. Now the question is, do we Dynamax Moltres right off the bat? I think we're going to, just to attempt to play around him fake outing with Raichu. We're gonna get a Reflect up too. Now I'm curious if the opponent's gonna... I'm guessing they're gonna fake out with their Raichu. So I'm curious if they're going to fake out either Moltres or our own Raichu. Let's see if they Dynamax. Yep, they're Dynamaxing. And it's Dragonite. Okay. Not super surprising. That's pretty in line with what I expected. Reflect should be, I think, pretty big here then. Whoa, Raichu used Dig. Hello? What is this? That is certainly a choice. I didn't even know people ran Raichu with Dig. Very strange choice. Yeah, with that Reflect up, it's just gonna do nothing. He gets the speed boost, but we don't really care about that. Did deal more damage, though, so I think we do have to go for this Spadef drop. I don't think it really matters. Actually, I think, am I faster or is it a speed tie? It's probably going to be a speed tie, the other Raichu. In which case, it's probably safer to get up the light screen. Because if I go first, and yeah, it was definitely safer. Because if I went first with Focus Blast there, I would not have hit his Raichu because it's still underground. Yeah, that's not going to do nearly enough with the Reflect Up. I've never seen a Raichu run Dig, but we are still in the lower ranks, so it's not, I guess, that surprising to see some more variety. He's going for Wormwind. Why would you go for the Raichu? That seems like a mistake. Yeah, that definitely seems like a mistake to me. We go with Metagross. And Metagross, I think, should put us in a pretty good position. The question is whether we double up on the Dragonite or not. I think we do. Yeah, I do think we do double up on the Dragonite. Hopefully that Raichu Volt Tackle. Interesting. Alright. Oh, that Paralyze sucks. That's really bad. That's actually incredibly bad. Otherwise, that would have been really good. Because now Dragonite gets to attack, which is awful. And we survive, which is fantastic, but this is, it's rough. At least we didn't get Parahaxed. And that is enough to kill. Okay, alright, so we might be in an okay spot then. It's a shame, though, because without that Parahax, I do think the possibility of a Moltres sweep exists here in this game. Oh, that's quite unfortunate. Pop the air balloon, though. So we're probably just going to Earthquake with Metagross unless he has a Flying type. He does have a Flying type. That's annoying. His own Moltres. Well, there's not really much to do here other than just try and get the attack off. Question is, what's it more important to damage with this Metagross? It's probably Moltres. I think it's going to be Moltres. And he used Dig again. So it's a physical Raichu. It's incredibly weird. Wow, that dealt a lot of damage. Oh, it was a crit. Alright, so we're just getting screwed by hacks this game then. Because this isn't going very well. It's such a shame too. It could have been a pretty clean Moltres sweep. I mean, we're not 100% out of it, but it's looking unlikely. Though Tapu Fini could get the double kill here, and then that would result in just Tapu Fini versus whatever they've got left. So that's a possibility. Very interesting seeing a regular Moltres, though. I've never seen one of those in competitive. Sadly, Metagross is going to go down. That's such a shame, too. Like, we probably would have survived no problem if it weren't for that crit. Though, Moltres seems to be locked into Heat Wave. And we get both hits off here, so that should be a double kill. Yep. Okay. So, despite getting double screwed by hacks this game, there's still a chance. Because we got really screwed by hacks this game. If it was just the paralysis or just the just paralysis or just the crit, it would have made less of a difference than I think it's making right now. Yeah, we just gotta go for the attack and see how much it does. Shadow Ball. Okay. Oh my, and he gets a special defense drop. Of course he does. Shouldn't matter though, because we should be able to survive this and get a kill. Wow, this is actually very surprising. I really thought that the hacks was going to screw us over this game, and it did, but it might not screw us over to the point of a loss, which is great. Hyper Beam. Well, oh my gosh, that's insane. Even with the special defense drop, we're able to survive at 9 and get off the kill. What a game! All right, that was a heck of a first game. A lot of ups and downs, but pulled it out in the end. Whew. So if we can pull it out after that much negative hacks going in our opponent's favor, I think we should be... Oh, communication was interrupted with the other trainer. If I were a betting man, I would say that the opponent is a little bit salty that they lost there. I don't think that was a random internet disconnection, but can't prove it. So we're just going to move on to the next one, but I'm going to count that one as a win because we did KO all of their Pokemon. Alright, and let's see if we can find another game here. Oh, we got some points. Are we going to go up rank? No, not yet. Good amount of wins though so far. Haven't had a whole lot of time to do battle climbing, unfortunately, or ranked ladder climbing this week, but okay, our opponent looks like they are running a Trick Room team. I believe this is actually Aaron Zhang's team from Cybertron Productions, who puts out some fantastic VGC content. I believe I saw him put up a team guide for this one. So since it is a Trick Room team, we probably want some of our slower mons. And Duskull, or Dusclops, that has Will-O-Wisp, so we don't really want physical attackers as much. I think we're just gonna go Moltres. Is Raichu good? Let's do it like this. We're gonna go Moltres, Venusaur, Torkoal, Tapu. See if that works for us. Now this Ice Horse is a powerhouse. It's definitely a very powerful threat. Super slow, but solidly bulky and can deal a lot of damage with its attack. Now, unfortunately, we don't really... I mean, I guess Raichu with screens could have helped a bit with that, but I just don't think Raichu was the best pick against some of his other choices. Alright, let's see what they're leading with. Indeedee and Dragapult. Okay. So that's actually not bad, I think. Oh, it's tough to say for sure, though. I mean, we're definitely Mega Evolving. Or not Mega Evolving, wow, wrong game. We were definitely Dynamaxing Moltres. The one downside about Dynamaxing Moltres is Fiery Wrath does hit both opponents, and they are both weak. But I'm worried about if he has a super effective move. Let's go with Dynamax, Max Darkness, the Dragapult, and I think we have to switch out Yeah, we're going to switch to Tapu Fini. Just because I want to keep Venusaur nice and healthy, and expanding Force in the Psychic terrain is just going to hurt. There's no doubt about that. And this also breaks their terrain. We get Misty Surge, so... So I think our picks were actually good. I think we made good picks. I think Raichu probably would have been wrong because he's not great against Dragapult. He's okay against Indeedee. I just don't know how necessary the screens are going to be. I was really fearing the Ice Horse, and he could still have the Ice Horse. We don't know. Dragapult going for the Protect. Interesting. Not super concerning. Oh, got a crit through the Protect. Probably isn't going to matter. Expanding Force. It's going to do very little. Yep. Very little indeed. The question is it worth max airstreaming to get the speed? Well, it's tough because he could still be running Trick Room stuff. But I think we're just going to go for the Dragapult kill and go for a Moonblast on Indeedee. Oh, that's annoying. Phantom Force. I forgot it gets that. Well, that dealt a lot to Indeedee. So maybe I made a mistake there. I think now maybe we go for the max airstream. Get that off on Indeedee. Go for Moonblast on the Dragapult. Get the speed boost. Okay. That shouldn't really matter. Oh, that sucks. I was really hoping Tapu Fini wasn't going to die there. That's not good. But I think that makes the max airstream decision correct, though, now. Because I don't know the speed math, but I do know Moltres is fast. And so I'm gonna take a guess here and say at a +1 speed, it will outspeed. Is it Torkoal or Venusaur that's better here? I'm going to go with Torkoal because he has the Protect. It's also good if he has the Ice Horse. Incineroar. That is fine. Not particularly great, but actually it is kind of great because he's giving us a free boost for Moltres. So that actually is pretty great. We are going to Fiery Wrath. And the question is to Eruption or to Heat Wave. Probably Eruption. I don't see him attacking the Torkoal. The Torkoal is not the threat. So let's see if we're faster. If we're faster, I think we're in a good spot. Especially after that free +2. And Protect. And Fake Out. Okay. Yeah, but it hits both opponent, like, so you didn't waste my attack. I mean, yeah, it doesn't do very much to Incineroar, but that's okay. I'll still take it for killing Dragapult. And we'll still go for the Eruption again. Because I just don't see Incineroar dealing that much damage. The one area where we are facing a little bit of a deficit here is they still have their Dynamax available. So that's one way they could come back. But I'm guessing they're not Dynamaxing Incineroar. So they're going to be Dynamaxing whatever their last Pokemon is. Okay, alright. So that's going to give us another attack boost from Moltres. Also weakens Incineroar. Maybe Eruption can... Ooh, so close. Oh, the berry. It's unfortunate. Let's see what he sends out, though. If it's the Ice Horse, I think we're in a great spot. Tapu Fini. A little bit less good of a spot, but... Well, now that makes this rather interesting. Because it's not very effective. That. However, I have a feeling he's going to Dynamax the Tapu Fini. And because of that, we're going to go for Hurricane on it. And Solar Beam on it. Yep. Looks like he's Dynamaxing, as is expected. Tapu Fini might be a little bit hard for us to deal with here, but Venusaur should be a great wall. I mean, if it has an Ice attack, that's going to be rough. But if it doesn't have an Ice attack, great position. And we miss. That's really bad. It's incredibly bad. Oh, wow. Yeah. We really needed that. We really needed to not miss that. The chance of confusion mattered a lot there. Huh. I don't know what Burning Jealousy does, but that did, like, nothing. So he actually just gave us another turn with Moltres. Wow. That is, incredibly stupid. But yeah, the game would be in a totally different position right now if we got that attack off. Even if we don't get the confusion hacks to where it hits itself, it still would have been huge. Because yeah, look how much damage that did. Oh, and do you not get the confusion hacks? I'm just so confused. Flare Blitz, yeah. That's gonna do it. Yeah, that just, that's so rough, man. That's so rough. I really thought you do get the confusion still, though. I mean... I guess we do Earth Power. And we're faster. That's kind of surprising. I mean, it is supposed to be fast, but they have Ice, yeah. Oh no, that's Max Geyser. Alright, there's a chance. And I think that was his last Dynamax turn, right? Yes, okay. There's a chance. I think we should be able to kill here. Leaf Storm is 130 base. I think we just have to go for it. Tapu Fini's bulky. We can't. The miss is worth the risk. All right, let's go. Wow. I'll be honest, I wasn't sure we were going to win that one. If Tapu Fini had an ice move, probably would have lost. So that one was real close. But pulled it out in the end. Always love to see it. And we're going to start searching for game number 3. Alright, and we're going to look for game number 3. Let's see if we can find that real quick. Oh, look at that. We got a rank up. Still only Pokeball, though, unfortunately. I do not remember how... it's been a while since I've played on the ranked ladder. So I do not remember how quickly or slowly it really goes, but I don't think it really took that long to get to Master Ball back when I was playing a few months ago. So let's look at the opponent's team here. They are repping a Moltres of their own, which is interesting. Torkoal seems like a really odd standout to me. Yeah, I don't know, their team just seems kind of strange composition-wise. Like, I feel like it's hard to tell which Mons support other Mons here. But for our picks, definitely picking Moltres. Tapu Fini could be good. I think it lines up nicely. However, that being said, I don't think I want to use it as our lead. Because it's not the greatest lead in the world. I think it's better to have in the reserve as one of the last 2 Pokemon. So we're going to actually have Raichu as our second lead. Help set up those screens, keep us protected from a little bit of extra damage. And we'll see what the opponent chose. If I were to take a guess, I would imagine they're also going to bring their Moltres. So we're going to have a little Moltres battle here, I think. But we will see what they picked momentarily here. And it looks like they are running Grimmsnarl and Moltres. So that's actually not bad for us. I don't know what set this Moltres is, obviously, but I'm just going to assume that it is similar to our set. And now this is actually one of the instances where it might not be a bad idea to have Protect. I really do need to. After I finish this little battle video, I need to go back and give it Protect, because I think I can think of one time I've used U-Turn. And it's just, it was more on there for when this Moltres was rocking an Assault Vest, so it couldn't have non-damaging moves like Protect. But now that it has the weakness policy, I don't have to worry about that anymore. Yeah, I think Protect would be a lot more versatile than something like U-Turn, especially because a lot of the times we will have our Moltres end up getting buffed. Not only does the buff not affect regular attack, but we lose our stat buffs when we switch out with U-Turn, so it just doesn't really fit the playstyle we're really going for here. I do not think, at least. Alright, so we're both Dynamaxing, and I'm guessing they are also Dynamaxing their Moltres. Yeah, that looks to be what's happening here. So we've almost, in some ways, got a little bit of a little mirrored strategy going on here. Oh, he's using Light Screen too. Okay, so we're both getting the protection off. So I imagine both these Moltres are going to be sticking around for a little bit. Now, I am worried about him potentially having weakness policy, like I do. So for that reason, is why I'm not going to be, if I do use Volt Switch, I'm not going to Volt Switch the Moltres, especially with a light screen up. There's no way it would kill when it's Dynamaxed, and if I give him a free +2 or +3 depending on if it procs his ability, that would be really bad and probably allow him to kind of counter sweep me. So we're going to avoid doing that. We're going to see what our switch-in options are here. I think they're both pretty reasonable. Do have to be a little careful with Venusaur because Moltres can probably just KO it one hit. Not 100% certain about that, but it would not surprise me if that were the case. So he's going to actually withdraw his Grimmsnarl. Duraludon, interesting. So that's fine. It would have actually been great if we went for the Focus Blast, but that would have been a hell of a prediction. There would have been no real logical reason to go for that play there. So now, who do we want to switch into, knowing what we know about who he sent out? I think it's gonna be. They're both really good. I think it's gonna be Tapu Fini. It's just bulkier. And I think that bulk is gonna go a long way here, especially with the light screen still up. Maybe we can even get a Calm Mind off. And we get a speed boost, which is nice because Tapu Fini is not known for its high speed, that's for sure. So the battle of the Moltres rages on. Opponent's actually going for a dark move, so it's fantastic we chose to switch to Fini there, because that did nothing. Special defense lowering is unfortunate, but you know, it's just what the move does. Shouldn't be that big of a deal, especially while we still have light screen up. Now I think it's time to well, I don't know. Part of me wants to get off damage, but I don't want to miss with Muddy Water, so it might just be better to Calm Mind. Both of these attackers are special. We still have light screen, and I think the boost will be helpful. Keeping Tapu Fini around for a little bit longer, potentially. And we get off a special defense drop of our own. He's going to max Airstream, so we should have the same number of buffs here. Opponent has gotten 2 max Airstreams and 1 max Darkness, as have we. However, due to their switching out, their secondary Pokemon did not get all those speed increases. It only got 1, I believe. Snarl, I do not. I mean, I guess for lowering special attack, but I'm curious how much that's going to be relevant. And after Calm Mind, that just puts us at neutral for Fini in terms of special attack, and +1 for special defense. Or no, it would be even for special defense because we already had a special defense drop. So that the Calm Mind actually wasn't a bad idea there. I do not think. I think it was reasonable. Now the question here is if Tapu Fini is going to be able to KO Moltres, but I think it should be able to do that without a problem. Moonblast is pretty strong. Our opponent's thinking. Yeah, I think Duraludon doesn't really do a whole lot against our team. Alright, so that did very, very little. We get a flinch though, which is huge. Thunderbolt. That did about half. Maybe a little bit less than half. And that's going to kill the opposing Moltres, which is huge. Should help us with chances of winning by a lot, I think. Landorus, okay. Well, now I'm definitely happy we decided to stick with some more pretty much all special attackers here because Landorus Intimidate is doing nada. Now the question is, do we Muddy Water or do we Ice Beam? Probably Ice Beam. I really want to guarantee that Landorus KO if possible. And 4 times weakness to ice will do that. Maybe we'll get another flinch here too. Alright, Landorus is U-turning. It's not going to do a lot. Now the question is, what is this Duraludon going to do? Or if it even gets to do something, because I think we're faster. Oh, it flinched. So we aren't faster, but flinched, so it doesn't really matter. Ice Beam does not do much to Grimmsnarl, but that is okay. Yeah, now we're going for Moonblast. That's what's going to be the move here. Because Duraludon, it's just not that scary. Like it lives here, but that's fine. If you get the kill on the other one, it'd be real nice. No, it's gonna hang on too. Special attack decrease, which doesn't hurt. Snarl is gonna do very little damage wise. It is gonna neuter our special attack a bit, but ooh, it's also gonna trigger our Berserk, so that actually cancels itself out, which is nice. Ooh, wow. Tapu Fini surviving at 5. That's clutch. Get the berry off. Heal up. Oh, our terrain is gone, though. So yeah, I like our position here. I think it's a good one. Because you only got 1 Pokemon left after these 2. Alright, that's going to get the kill on Duraludon. Hopefully we can get the kill here, Tapu Fini. We do, fantastic. And now we should be able to close out this game pretty quickly, because we still have... I think we have all of our Pokemon, right? Do we still have all 4? Or do we lose 1? Pretty sure we still have all 4. We'll see here in a second. Yeah, we still have all 4. That's what I thought. So Landorus doesn't stand a chance here, in my opinion. I mean, he could... Well, no, he can't Earthquake, because that won't kill. Because it won't hit Moltres. He could Rock Slide and hope for the flinch, is kind of the move here. But we're still faster. Ah, crit. I was going to say, that dealt way more damage than had any business doing. So it is going to kill Moltres, but it is not going to kill Tapu Fini. And assuming we do not get flinched, which we don't, that should wrap up the game. Now, did that crit matter? Probably, a little bit. But only in determining the game that turn. I do not think it would have mattered for determining the game overall, because we had such a commanding lead against the opponent. But that was definitely a good game. Good game to end the battles on. So now we're going to transfer over to the wrap-up and talk about how the team did. Alright, and so we've got the code here for anyone who wants to download the team and give it a try. It's a rental team. Overall, I'm pretty happy with it. One thing I did notice is that since the ranked ladder went live, I haven't really been seeing as much of Heatran. So because of that, it could be worth swapping Focus Blast on Raichu out for Fake Out. Because Fake Out can be super clutch at times. But if Heatran does become more prevalent, or some more Pokemon that are weak to fighting type moves like that, then maybe it would be good to keep it on him. But for how it's looking right now from what I've seen, I don't think it's really 100% needed, but it's your call. Other than that, though, I think the team is pretty solid. One thing that I guess could also be worth considering that I've seen a few other Galarian Moltres teams do is run a fairy type that can proc your weakness policy. But so far, I think in the games I've played, it's gone smoothly enough without that to where I feel we don't really need to use a whole party slot on that. But other than that, just want to thank everyone for watching, and I will hopefully be coming at you with a new team overview tomorrow. So thanks for tuning in. I will catch you next time. If you enjoyed the video, please remember to leave it a like if you liked it, and subscribe if you haven't already. Alright, peace.